Because of the wicked stepmother scheme. I had a one-night stand with the guy I had a crush on for years. But he thinks I did it on purpose. He warned me to never show up in front of him again. I knew he hated women who threw themselves at him, so I obeyed and left, but a month later I found out I was pregnant. I gave birth to twins and raised them alone, with no intention of telling him, but then a year later we met at work. When I walked into the building where I worked, chaos started. A group of suited men flooded the first floor hall, heading straight towards me. The one leading them, Evan Welton himself, the perfect man. The one every woman in the city admired, and there he was right in front of me, but not for me anymore. I stood still, eyes down, trying to keep my cool. Then just as the elevator doors were closing, a familiar scent hit me, Evan's cologne. I froze. If we got stuck together in this elevator, he'd recognize me, and I didn't want that. But before I could make a move, the door slid shut. I couldn't avoid it. His gaze locked onto me immediately. The coldness in his eyes cut through me. "You again," he said, his voice harsh. "What do you have planned this time?" Of course he remembered me. I opened my mouth but couldn't find the words. Finally I blurted out, "Nothing. You think too highly of yourself. I'm not interested in you at all." His expression darkened. No one had ever dared speak to him like that before, but he still thought I'd set him up, tricked him. That thought alone was enough to make him angry all over again. He bit my lip and fell silent, too tense to move. I could feel the anger radiating from him. He wasn't a petty person, or so I thought, but I was the one who had made a mistake. And that, apparently, was enough to drive him wild with hatred. How he couldn't get rid of me from his mind. Despite the anger, there was something about me. I could tell he was struggling with it. I needed to get out of this elevator and away from him. I wasn't here for him, and I never would be again. "You should have listened," he growled. "Stay out of my sight. This is your second warning. You won't get a third." I nodded, not trusting myself to speak. He didn't care about getting a third warning. I just wanted to get away from him. "I understand," I murmured. "You'll never see me again." His eyes softened for a brief moment, but it quickly disappeared. He ordered me to move and I scrambled to step aside, but I lost my balance. My ankle twisted as I stumbled, and before I could stop it, my face collided with his. Well, somewhere I didn't intend for it to land. I could have sworn I heard him curse under his breath. As I quickly backed away, my face burning, I had no idea what to do, so I just stayed silent, clutching my dignity. In the quiet of the elevator, Evan hit the button to leave and the door slid open. Without another word, he stormed out, leaving me behind. I stood there, still feeling the sting of the moment, and then made my way up to the 10th floor. The situation was awkward, but it was over, and I had a job to get to. Evan, meanwhile, had stormed out and was surrounded by his assistants. They all rushed to him, surprised by his obvious agitation, but then for a moment his expression shifted, as if he was remembering something. He thought about me, about that night, and a strange mix of emotions crossed his face. Had I done it on purpose? Had I tried to get his attention? He hated me, but still there was something about me. He couldn't get the thought of me out of his head.